Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video where, as you can see, we are going to be dealing with some multiplication, 2-digit times 1-digit, and we're going to be doing this two separate ways. The first way that we're going to be doing it is using the traditional method that I was taught, that your parents were probably taught, and then we're going to do it a different way. Now, the object is to show you two separate ways, so one, you can kind of get the conceptual understanding of it, and also be able to pick what option works best for you. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to talk about the traditional way. And this is the way that, again, I was taught, that your parents were taught. So oftentimes, when you're talking to your parents, they might say something along the lines of, well, I don't get that because that wasn't the way that I was taught. Well, show them this video and now they'll have an opportunity to see how it works. So first of all, let's talk about what multiplication is. Multiplication is simply a fast way to add. So what this means here is you've got 86 groups of 4, or you could go 4 groups of 86. And what that means is that you've got 86 plus 86 plus 86 plus 86. But this takes a lot of time to try and figure this out. So we found a faster way to do that, multiplication. If I was to draw out 86 groups of 4, that would take me a long time. So let's start with talking about the traditional way. If we take a look at what the number 86 is comprised of, if we think about place value, 86 has 8 tens and 6 ones. So in the traditional way of what we do with this regard to math is we always start with the ones column first. We've got 4 groups of 6, which is the same as 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Which is 24. Now you'll notice I only wrote down a 4 because the number 24 has 2 tens in it and 4 ones. Since I'm dealing with the ones column, I only want to put the number of ones down, and then I want to carry over my extra 2 tens to the next group. What I'll do next is, now that I'm done with the ones column, I'll move over a little bit and I'll go 4 groups of 8. 4 groups of 8 is 32. 8 times 4 is 32. But then I've got these little extra tens here that I carried over from the last little part. I want to add those in. So 8 times 4 is 32, plus these guys gives me an answer of 344. Now that's the traditional way. Okay, a lot of us learned this and we didn't understand why it worked, so on and so forth. Now we're going to look at the second way. And the second way might be a little bit confusing to start, but it will make sense, I think, by the time we're done here. What we're going to do with this is we're going to break this into separate pieces, not like what we did here. So let's break these into tens, and let's break them into ones. So instead of trying to work at this as one big number, here's what we could do. I can take the 6 ones away and make this 80 times 4. And then I can make this 6 times 4. Now let's start with the friendly numbers first. Let's go 80 times 4. Well, 80 times 4 is 320. 4, if we had 4 groups of 100, that'd be 400, and we're going to take away 4 groups of 20, which is 80. 400 minus 80 is 320, a little bit of mental math there. And then let's take this. 6 times 4 is 24. Now that I've broken this apart, what I have here is a group of 10s and a group of 1s. Let's add them. 320 plus 24 gives me 344. I don't know if that actually showed up, so I'll just do it over here. We'll go up here. We'll go 320 plus 24 gave me 344. And you can see that this method gives me the same answer, but it allows me to see a little bit more of the concept behind the math. I'm multiplying 8 tens by 4 groups. 4 groups of 80, which gave me 320. And then 6 ones, which gave me 24. And remember, we talked about multiplication was a faster way to add. So let's add them both together. 320 plus 24 equals 344. So these are two separate strategies that you can do when you're dealing with math. And it works all the time. So what I would invite you to do is do a little bit of practice. Start breaking down the numbers into what we would call expanded form. In fact, you know what? Let's do another one like a triple. Let's erase this for a second. Let's do a triple one. So 3-digit number times 1. Let's do something like 254, and we're going to multiply it by, let's say, 4. What I can do is take 200 times 4, 50 times 4, and 4 times 4. 200 times 4 is 800. 50 times 4 is 200. And 4 times 4 is 16. 800 and 200 is 1,000 plus this 16. So plus, and that gives me 1016. So you can see that it might be a little bit more time to do it, but conceptually it allows you to break this apart and show you exactly how you're working with the place value and the groups that are there. You'll get the same number every time. Okay, so that is multiplication of 2-digit and bonus 3-digit numbers times 1 digit. What I will do is make another video coming up in the near future about 2-digit times 2-digit, and the process and the concept is exactly the same. Instead of breaking apart the one number, what we're going to do is break apart both. And you'll see how the multiplication works. So like if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any comments, if something didn't make sense and you want something answered, by all means leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching.